Hey guys, welcome to today's video and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial. I'm just going to do like a pretty in pink kind of natural makeup tutorial. So I'm going to start off with my Pure 4-in-1 Correcting Primer. And I use this to prime my face a lot. It's very hydrating, so I just kind of like put it everywhere. And of course, something I actually picked up from Jessica Braun is that you want to like let your primer, which is technically like a skincare, sink into your skin for at least 3 minutes to really get it to work. I will be using the Hard Candy Eyes the Limit Eyeshadow Primer. This is one of my really favorite primers, at least eyeshadow primer wise. And I will be using my Luxie it's the large shader brush. I don't have the actual number, but it's the large shader brush. And I will be diving into my Profusion Sultry palette today. But I'm going to use this large shader brush to blend out my primer. So I'm going to dip into the shade Ideal right here. And that is what I'm going to use to set down this primer. Because you always want to set down your primer. And I'm just using that same Luxie large shader brush that I used to prime. Alright, so I'm trying to think of what I want to use first. So I am trying out, I've tried out most of these shades. So I will be using the shade Adventurous right here. And I will be using my Wet n Wild crease brush, and that will be my transition shade. I don't want to go too overboard because I really want to make this a nice and natural type of a look. So I really think I'm just gonna do Adventurous in the crease, and that's it. Just kind of like going back and forth, blending and buffing. Until I get the desired like shadow. Alright, so today I'm going to use a standout shadow. It's actually a pigment, and it's my favorite formula. I will be using the ColourPop X Kathleen Lights. They are the Zodiac pigments, and today I'm using the Scales. It's very pinky, this is just a classic signature look for me whenever I want to do a look like this. I always do like simple browns in the crease, a pink on the lid. I'll just be using this flat shader brush, and I will be using my Wet n Wild Fantasy Maker setting spray. All I really do is I just spray it front and back, and then dip into the pigments. I love these pigments. And as I said, this is just something I always do. Naturalish makeup. I don't know. Whenever I use this pigment, this is just the look that I always see myself doing. And I finally wanted to sit down. I haven't done a tutorial on my bench record yet, so I figured I would. So it's been about 3 minutes. It's been about actually 5 minutes since I put the primer on, so I'm going to go ahead and move on to my face. I'm going to be using my L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion. I am in the shade W2. And this is what I'm using for foundation today. And I do use the sponge. I've been doing a lot of cushion foundations lately. I just found that they work better for my dry skin right now. And I had planned to film 5 videos today, and I've only filmed 1, and it's 5:30. So I need to get a step on that. I'm actually loving the way cushion foundations feel on my skin right now. Of course, when I am filming this, it is June, it's hot, it's summer, especially down here in South Carolina. It's different. So what I've been using to contour is this Wet n Wild Mega Glow Makeup Stick. It's the contour one. I am in the shade 806 Wears Walnut. This is a little dark for me, but this is kind of what I do. So I only do a little bit on my cheeks, like that. I'm going to blend it out with my Wet n Wild stipple brush. I do a little bit on the cheeks like that because this does blend out. It's very creamy. I do a little bit on my nose like that because, again, this does blend out from how creamy it is, and it is pretty dark. So it ends up blending out perfectly on my nose. It'll be too much if I go more than that. And I do right here on the center part of my lower lip to kind of accentuate bigger lips, because I do red lips. The highlight I will be using is LA Colors Liquid Shimmer Highlighter. I am in the shade Candlelight. Oh, I just realized something. Oh, my boyfriend must be sleeping with my sponge. Oh, well. I've been using the Sassy and Chic, kind of like, it's like a Dollar Tree sponge. I just put a little bit on the high point of my cheekbone. I'm just taking a sponge. There's been a knock on my door. Give me 2 seconds. I don't look everywhere for this dang sponge, and I cannot find it. Alright, I'm just going to continue on with the tutorial. I will be using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I'm in a dark shade. I'm in the shade NW25. It's dark, but I like to use this because it lasts and it blends itself pretty much. And the Ben Nye powder that I use to set this. It's the Benai Luxury Banana Powder. I love that powder, by the way. Right here. This is what I use to set it. Really, really kind of like lightens and brightens. All I really will do is take my sponge, dip it in, kind of use the powder and the product as I need it, like so. Really smooth it into the skin, because I'm not a baker, I'm not gonna lie, I just don't really bake. I have my maternity pictures coming up where I might do a get ready with me for my maternity pictures or something like that. And I might bake for that. I don't know. Have not decided just yet. So I have been loving to just not set my face. So I have not been setting my face lately, which, I mean, to each his own. I'm going to take my LMR Cosmetics brush. This is just a flat top brush. I'm going to take my Almay Long Lasting Brow Color. I'm in the shade Dark Blonde, but this is just not a good shade. I do have a updated brow routine using these products. It should be up on my channel. All I do is I lay the color down, and then I take my Color Workshop Clear Lash Gel Mascara. It's obviously not clear anymore. I just kind of use this to smooth out the product and kind of lighten it. And then I just repeat the same thing on the other side of my brow. I do start at the bottom and work my way up like so. The less product you use, the better, especially with this little method. Because otherwise, if you follow the instructions, you're waiting 30 minutes to have brows, and they're probably not going to be the best, as I have found. So this is definitely not my favorite brow product. But it works for my makeup tutorials, so it works for me for right now. Alright, so let's move back to eyes. I like to finish my eyes. So back into the Sultry palette, I will be taking Gleam, and I will be highlighting my brow bone with this shade. As well as my inner corner. Alright, and then I'm just going to take a regular brush, and I'm going to take the shade Bewitched right here. So this is a little different. Usually I would take the same shade that I used in my crease. But I wanted to do something a little bit different. And I'm trying every shade in this palette, so I'm trying to use every single shade in this palette. Just so I can get a good idea on how I want to do my review. I'll be using my Wet n Wild Color Icon eyeliner. This is the shade White, 656A White. I actually prefer white eyeliner when I'm doing like this pink look as opposed to nude. Let me put that all over my waterline. I will be using today the L'Oreal Paradise Voluminous Lash Paradise Liquid Eyeliner. I'm just going to use the black shade. I haven't used this in a while, so I want to just go ahead and try it and see if I need to get rid of it or not. As is typical with this eyeshadow look, I like to do a wing, a very long and thin, like drastic type of wing. That's just the look I get whenever I think of this pink look. And I wanted to be like very like cheesy and do like, because it was a pink look with the pink on the Lash Paradise and match with my Lash Paradise. This is the blackest black one. I know I need to get another new one of these. So I just did one coat. I need a water break. I really need a water break. I'm sorry, y'all. Alright, so I think I will use my Real Techniques multitask brush, and the thing I've been holding up in the mirror, this is the Hard Candy Matte Made in Heaven. It says 1227, maybe that's the shade. Anyways, this is like a brush and a bronzer, but I'm not into this as a bronzer, it's just a little light, because it's kind of like a face powder to me almost. But I'm going to take this brush, swirl it around in the blush, like so. And just kind of ever so gently, because I am not into powdering my face lately. Just so you have something that's like a little pinky hue. I'm going to take my Real Technique, stick in with the pink fan brush, and go into this bronzer shade and kind of like set my liquid highlight like so. And then I always do this with my mascara. I go back in with my second coat after I finish up my face, so that way the first coat has a long enough time to dry. Alright, and then I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil in 714. This has been my statement lip. I fill my whole lips in with this. And then I like to mix my lipstick. Today I will be wearing the Wet n Wild Hot Red lipstick. I love mixing my red lipstick with this liner. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of feel for it. I kind of feel for it. Alright, I'm gonna take this off. My niece was playing with my hair. That's why my hair is kind of like crazy right now. I will be setting with this Wet n Wild Fantasy Maker Setting Spray. It says shake well before use. Okay, that is enough. Alright, so that is it for today's video, for today's makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup look. This is just my signature kind of like baby pinky, kind of like classic look that I like. I've kind of always figured when I got married, this would be like the eye look I would do. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let's get the comment section started about makeup. Let's just talk about makeup. Tell me anything about makeup. Let's just start talking about makeup. Alright. Give this video a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.